Not so long ago, we did a video on how to get over the guilt of cheating. And though the video had a bit of a backlash from all of those who had been hurt by infidelity in their lives, it was also very positively received. Based on your feedback, guys, we can also tell that it actually helped quite a few of you in figuring out how to get through that guilt and move on. If you're interested, I'll link it in the description below, so check it out for yourself. Now, for today's video though, I decided to strip it down a bit, and instead of having a list of things to do, let's just have a conversation and let me share my opinion on the matter. So let's say that you have cheated on your partner and they found out. For the argument's sake and to give us some kind of a grounding, let's assume that you're a married man, just like me. And listen, though I'm gonna use a man for this example, if you're a woman, the same really applies to you. But given that I'm a guy and statistically guys tend to cheat more, having a married man as an example seems more appropriate. First, I'd like to commend you, all of you guys, for watching this video, for looking up content to help you get through it, and for being the kind of person who is really searching for answers. Because there are still a lot of people out there who do not, who simply bottle things up and witness the slow decline and death of their marriage and relationships. Now, because it was you who cheated, there are two things that will be happening with your partner right now. First, it is just the pain, the hurt, feeling of betrayal, and secondly, the strong feeling of loss of trust, probably also well packaged in a lot of anger towards you. This is important because unless we acknowledge what is going on with the person who you cheated on, you won't understand why these sort of situations are so difficult and need a good measure of maturity and solution seeking. On your side, whether it was a one-night stand, a fling, whatever it was, clearly it was not so important to you as your marriage, your relationship, which is why you're most likely feeling a lot of regret and guilt and maybe even shame for what you did. The problem with that is that the guilt that you're feeling is simply an obstacle that right now does more harm than actually help. Guilt is not love, just like pity is not love, but the feeling of guilt can actually stop you from coming back to her from a place of love. Now, don't get me wrong. Feeling guilty for something bad is a good thing, especially for personal growth. The problem is that guilt is all about us. Guilt is very self-centered feeling. It is something we basically and fundamentally disagree with and essentially dislike about ourselves. For instance, in the case of you cheating, your guilt is essentially a reflection of the way you feel your partner perceives you right now, and you don't like it. You know that you're better than that. Your personal values and virtues are better than that, so that feeling of guilt has essentially nothing to do with your love for your wife, but everything to do with the way you feel when they look at you right now. So the best thing you can do now is to put that aside. Put the guilt aside and realize that this is not about you at all. It's just about you loving her. Stop thinking about stuff that involves you. You've done that bit. Now it's all about loving her and giving her the love she deserves, even if you know that right now she loves you less, and probably a lot less than you would wish she did. But honestly, right now your wants and needs are not as important as you loving her. This is not about you, it's about her. And look, I get it, everyone has to process things at their own rate. Someone deals with it faster, someone slower, and that's fine. Though it is true that up until now you may have been so wrapped up in your own guilt and what you have done and what you need that could have actually caused your relationship to deteriorate even more. People get desperate, and desperation often makes things worse. So what can you do right now? Well, first of all, your wife has to know that you're there for her and only for her. Not your guilt or your regrets, just her. That you will love her and she's an absolute priority for you right now. Secondly, she must know that whatever you did, the mental or emotional state you were in at the time, that is not you now. Things changed and you're past that, but not because of your regret, but simply because you're in a much better place right now. Now, the reason why this is so important is what I said before. She doesn't trust you anymore. And I'm not talking about what you say or do, but about the state of your mind, your emotional state. She may fear that whatever triggered your behavior then, when you cheated on her, it could happen again. You see, women speculate. They run infinite number of imaginary scenarios in their mind, and just like it was the case for you, she may feel certain level of guilt or self-blame, doubting herself or worrying that whatever it was back then trigger you again. And what if she was part of that? And it's not even important whether she did or not. This is just how fear works. This is why you need to show her that this is not the case. That whatever it was back then, you are in a completely different place right now. And the best way to show her that what you're saying is actually true is to show her that you as a person have changed on a fundamental level. You need to show her that this is simply not just about you getting her back or resetting your life into the same old tracks. You have to show her that you as a person have grown and you're still growing. You have a vision. Now, when you speak with her, she needs to know that you're aware of what you have done, that you accept the fact that she needs to go through a process of reconciliation with this new reality, and that you love her and will never do it again. She needs to know, and you need to mean it, that she's your priority and that you have grown and have a mission in life. This is not just you coming to her from a place of desperation or guilt, that you are here to work on a relationship and gain her trust and work for it, and whatever her answer is at the exact point, give her time to process it. Now, she may reject you, but if she feels that you truly mean it and the love has always been there in the past, she may give you a shot. She may also ask you to prove it, to prove her that she can trust you and that you really mean it, and she'll be testing you. And though you could go and try to tell her, persuade her that you really mean it, she might not care. Women are way too used to men saying things to them that they know that women want to hear. What she really wants now is action. She wants you to show her rather than tell her. And if you really mean everything that I've just said, if it comes from a place of truth and honesty in your heart, instead of trying to persuade her through words, ask her to give you a shot, and you will prove her that you mean it. Actions always speak louder than words. Now, if you need more help, or you need somebody to be there along for the ride, to give you that helping hand along the way, go down into the description and reach out to one of the counselors that we recommend. Choose the one that you like and start rebuilding your life. Good luck. Bye.